Good afternoon, everyone. Hope that thanks so much for the kind introduction, and really appreciate giving me and NRCS some time today on your agenda. I know Karen is keeping a tight schedule, and she knows that I like to talk, so I'm going to be brief on my intro and just get on it. But I want to do want to recognize the California Rangeland Coalition and the strong partnership that we have had for many years. Even and this didn't started with me. It's definitely went back to when uh, Ed was state conservation. It's Ed Burton, and actually it was his deputy. And then it continued has continued for many years, and I've been honored to now as state conservationist in California, and with our leadership team continue that partnership in that role. So with that, I want to talk to you today about the conservation stewardship program, and that's what the focus of my next
Carlos,
8 minutes.
Carlos, 5 minutes.
Yes, 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Then I need to go along then and reduce this. So in the next 5 minutes, I need to go ahead and just talk about conservation stewardship program. And many of you have heard about and participated on the other programs that we have in the state, EQIP, easement programs, and so forth. But CSP has been a pillar in our conservation toolkit or our conservation programs toolkit. And I want to focus our conversation on that and let you know where we at on that. And certainly not only put a shout out for CSP and also a request kind of your support, continued support and participation on this program. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And let me see if I can, there you go. So one of the things that the final rule for EQIP was passed and for CSP was passed in October 2020, and it does reinforce the alignment with our popular program EQIP. So it goes hand in hand with our environmental quality and safety program. For those of you who are familiar with EQIP and conservation stewardship program rewards you for previous practices that you have put in and also encourage you to do additional enhancements. There are about 100 CSP options related to pasture and rangeland for conservation enhancements. I want to give you a few examples of why many California ranchers are well suited for to benefit from CSP. First of all, California ranchers have been practicing conservation for decades. It's no one of the things I love about our state is our ranchers, our farmers are excellent stewards of the land, and they understand the benefit of conservation practices to sustain our natural resources. And you have and many have this the established record that is rewarded by CSB. So, for example, the program, one of the things that the program requires is that you have a track record to be documented for an additional conservation enhancement to be accomplished in a 5 year period. So that's one of the many reasons why CSP is definitely something that you should be considering. Another is a new provision in the Farm Bill that allowed land that is enrolled in public land to participate or be eligible for CSP. You have to show control of the land. You have to show control of the land, permit, a leasing, or allotment management plan, or similar document that shows that you have permission to participate on CSP and that you have control of that land by the appropriate public land or public entity or agency. The participant have to show 5 years control, a 5 year control contract period for control of that land. And this definitely can be significant for many that are actually participate or use, say, for example, Forest Service land, state public lands to do grazing. Another example, I want to also showcase as an example, and I know Dr. Robert Pierce, who is one of our esteemed district conservationists, but also one of the renowned grazing specialists and range specialists, not only in California, but nationwide. In his in the area that he covers, he has an example of a contract where we have 60,000 acres that happen to be permitted, that hasn't to be permitted and leased in a partnership with U.S. Forest Service, and also with the Department of Water, the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. This very progressive farmer has operations in both California and Nevada, and with over 800,000 acres, this rancher runs a sheep and cattle using CSP and equip. New, he has established new practices uh, under new, and some of those are new solar stock water systems, pasture and rangelands with mowing and seeding, prescribed grazing, and installation of new irrigation systems. Another one portion of the CSP payment require producers to continue conservation as they are implementing. This ongoing, as we call it, assistant activity payment is $1 per acre per year for rangeland. For sizable acres or ranches in California, this payment alone can be substantial, up to $200,000 for a 5-year contract. So in closing, I want to, again, uh, showcase the CSP is becoming stronger program in California. Last year, we received a sizable amount of $7 million, and we expect that to actually double throughout this fiscal year 2021. Um, we, as I said, we expect that to get that amount or even more. We are going to announce a sign up period shortly in the next month or so. So please, as you look into the program and some a tool, you think about this as another conservation tool for your operation. If you have questions, please visit your local field office. They're ready to help you with information about CSP and what you will qualify, how you can take advantage of this. So with that, I want to thank you all for allowing me the time to talk to you today about CSP and conservation. And if I don't know if we have time for questions, but I'll be more than happy to answer any questions if we have time for that. But thanks again.